Blackout, an ominous sign for Korea's national destiny. Hello, dear friends. I have previously and continuously notified and gave 4 warnings as early as January in the year of 2019. That is last year, and there would occur a state of emergency in Korean Peninsula in year 2020 in the month of September, on the basis that the previously scheduled adjournment of the Japan Tokyo Olympics adjournment will be on August the 10th, and then the United States presidential election will be which will determine President Trump's re-election is fixed on November the 3rd. And moreover, the election campaign will certainly begin before November. Thus, that something ominous would break out in Korea in September. For example, a war or collapse of the state administrative system of the North Korea might begin then. But due to the variables such as the Chinese Communist Party Wuhan virus outbreak, and the consecutive spreading and settling down as a world pandemic, and the postponement of the August expected G7 summit and the new formation of G11 summit structure unexpectedly stacked a completely different deck. Therefore, I could not but to reconsider the timing of the crisis occurrence in the Korean Peninsula, deferring it to October, not September. October, year 2020, this year. This might sound odd, but the harbinger, ominous prelude sign, which I consistently and strongly insisted most, was just a simple unexpected, not likely to happen, medium-sized blackout of electricity in some urban districts of Korean cities. Then, without fail, my expected big affair will break loose in September or December this year. This is a to-be-formed special edition predicting the 2020 impending crisis, war in Korea. A summary by Dr. Choi Sung-han, MD, PhD, a psychiatrist of Republic of Korea, recorded in Seoul, 2020, July 19th. Not September, the 9th month. The author could not delay, but I could not delay predicting the outbreak of the Korean Peninsula conflict from September to October due to an unexpected appearance of dozen new variables. The results. First, a large-scale electric blackout will occur involving a considerably large residential district in Seoul, Korea, or near South Korea's capital, Seoul. Second, the North Korea's general situations will be more than ever turn out to be unstable, and North Korea's due to surplus of domestic news and information overdose, I ignored and overlooked the newspaper, almost missing the event that a medium-sized blackout had eventually took place in Busan and Gangneung area.
This was such a surprise to me because this summer in Korea, the weather was not sweltering with heat, rather a cool one this year. And moreover, due to the corona pandemics, most electricity consuming shops and venues and buildings and religious gatherings and business hours were foreshortened. They were absolutely foreshortened. That there was almost zero possibility of a blackout incident, which is mainly caused by overload. To my disappointment, in my position, my prediction had but to prove right? Besides, I had not thoughtlessly determined a blackout incident as a variable for the prediction. I took this into considerations in the basis that there will be such shortage of electricity due to downsizing numerous nuclear power plants in Korea. And the event that happened through September 2nd to 3rd was this blackout was mainly due to the operation break of a nuclear plant. And not just one of them, but prodigious 4 of them stopped operation. For this reason, my prediction seemed to be more accurate than ever, because those 2 accidents happened simultaneously like synchronized swimming.
어제 저녁 8시 50분쯤 강원도 강릉시 교동의 한 아파트 단지에서 40여 분 동안 전기 공급이 끊겼습니다. 이 사고로 12개 동 750가구가 무더위 속에 불편을 겪었습니다.
이번 태풍으로 부산 지역에는 예상했던 것보다 피해가 크지 않았지만 예기치 않았던 대규모 정전이 나서 시민들이 큰 불편을 겪었습니다.
원전 운영도 일시 중단됐습니다. 김종호 기자가 보도합니다.
What I want to emphasize here is that what should have had to happen really happened. Why on earth a blackout had to happen, not due to a overload, but an explicit operation failure of those so far perfect and intact facilities, and not just one, but 4 in a row in September and in the timing of between September 2nd and 3rd, the authorities of Korea announced that in the early hours of September 3rd, the operating Kori 3-4 plant and new Kori 1-2 plant consecutively stopped working by the typhoon's influence, the impact of the typhoon. But to be honest, these nuclear plants can never be stopped by such trivial typhoon like Maisak, which means teak tree in Cambodian. These plants are designed even to endure much violent earthquakes. To my point of view, eventually, the ominous sign is quickly emerging. Thus now, I can dare say there will rise a great confusion in Korean Peninsula along about October 2020 this year. As referred above, never gradually, but abruptly, unexpectedly, as many other forecasters' warnings are shared by me. I hope for your stability, safety, and wellness, and hope there will be no terrible disaster in Korea. Thank you very much for your listening. This was Dr. Choi Sung-hwan, MD, PhD, psychiatrist, broadcasting from Seoul, Korea. See you again. Goodbye.